Angel Fire knives. So, haven't been on here for a minute because I had a lot of stuff in the works. Had a whole bunch of stuff. I got a bunch of stuff done. I got a lot of fancy stuff done, and so yeah, here we are. This upcoming week, I will be finishing Broken Feathers, the full-size Broken Feathers, the spinner pirate buoys, and I'll be working on those big D-guard buoys, knocking those out. So, with that being said, I think I got all the Damascus, most of the Damascus stuff I had in the works is done. This is a nice little piece. Got an ivory Manuki. This is a Baker Forge copper nickel shims with 1084 core. This one sold, but I do have another billet of the same stuff. So if you want one of these, I got one right here for you. As well as here's the crambit out of that billet. It's pretty badass. Serrated. A unidirectional carbon fiber pins. Yes, sir. Eric, how you doing, buddy? Oh, I was supposed to send you a message this morning, wouldn't I? I got you, buddy. I got you. But yeah, this is pretty badass. So yeah, out of that billet, I can get a Kiradashi and a Karambit. Oh, I'm fantastic, dude. I'm always fantastic. Also, let's see what else we got to show you. That one, I got this one wrapped up. That one's really badass. That handle. That is also an ivory Manuki. Fossilized walrus ivory, to be exact, specific. That's a badass knife. This sucker sold before I finished it, just so you know. But if you if you want something similar, I can hook you up. These are not cheap. You think like a regular something like this Damascus probably run about $350. If you look at the blade, there's like 3 layers there. So it's not 3 times, about twice the price of regular Damascus. Thanks, Eric. Yeah, this is really nice. Turns out really freaking nice. So I got that one done. So the first few I'm going to show you are all spoken for, well, except for this one. This one is available. This one is not. This one's sold. But once again, if you want something like this, I can make it for you. I can make it happen. The core is 01 and 15 and 20. And then it's got a nickel shim, and then the jacket's nickel and 1084. This one has white Juma and the F22 carbon fiber. This isn't off an F22, it's like leftovers. It's made to specs. It just wasn't used. Alright, so that one is spoken for. This one is spoken for too. This one's pretty badass. This is the first one I finished, I think. Super badass piece. Did a covered ring. If you look down that spine, man, to me it looks like lace. All the way around. Yeah, this one is sold, but if you want something similar, holler at me. I gotcha. Now the next, this one's available. This one's really badass too. This one has, it is camo carbon fiber handle. It's flipped it upside down, so it's like a kind of a random unidirectional pattern to it. And the spine looks pretty legit. See a ring. See if I can. There you go. It's hard to see it on camera. Of course, a video never does the knives justice. Even if they're not made out of like super fancy materials like this, they're just a cool knife. Cameras never do them justice. So yeah, I got this one available. And then this one's really badass. This one, unidirectional carbon fiber, gold snake skin, carbon fiber liners and pins. There's a spine. Pretty cool. Badass little blade. Little pocket reaper. And everything that's available I do have up on our Shopify. There is a link in the bio. See, I'll be working on Kydex Monday. See, I showed y'all this one. This one's available too. This one's really badass. Yeah, I'll be doing Kydex probably all day Monday. I got this. I got the full-size Hellraisers in Zfinite stainless steel. It's a MagnaCut equivalent. So yeah, I got this one available. I got this wild ass one available, serrated. Yeah, this one's wild. There are certain people that do really like that Toxic G10. I don't make a lot of it, but usually when I do, stuff goes pretty quick because, like I said, there are a few people that really like it. This one came out really legit too. A purple Juma and carbon fiber pins. Yeah, it's carbon fiber liners. Looks like it should be. Yeah, this is badass. This one is up on the Shopify. And I do have some mini Hellraisers if this is just a little too big. The next size down is a pretty reasonably sized knife. Yeah, I got all of this done today. Well, a couple of them done yesterday. There's that one again. This one's pretty cool. This one was the first one to sell out of the batch. Yeah, waiting on USPS does suck. I agree. That one's really cool. That one and this one are actually going to the same person. That's kind of a cool little set. This is fossilized walrus ivory Manuki. You don't see that handle. It's just such a killer piece. Yeah, this one's sold though. If you want something like that, holler at me. I can make it happen. This one's available. Camo carbon. I flipped it upside down so it made it like a kind of a random unidirectional pattern. Carbon fiber pens. That spine's pretty sweet too. So I'll be doing sheets for these Monday. I won't be here tomorrow, but I'll have some stuff Monday. In addition to that, the sheaths, I'll be working on those big D-guard buoys. Those are gonna be pretty epic. What's up, Kevin? How you doing, buddy? This one's pretty cool. I dig it. Yeah, this one's super sweet. This one will fit right in your pocket too, no problem. A little pocket reaper. Almost looks like flames on there. The blade kind of looks like fire with that nickel shim in there. And oh yeah, this one. This is a pretty cool little guy. This one's that Baker Forge copper mine. It's got copper and nickel and 1084 jacket. The core's 1084. Then it's fossilized walrus ivory Manuki on that one too. So can you tighten that up? Tighten that wrap a little, huh? It's alright. This one's not quite done. I'll be finishing them up Monday. But yeah, it's a really killer piece. So this one's sold, but I do have enough. I do have another billet, and I've got enough to do another karambit. I'm gonna do a little bit different than this one, but it'll have a pattern like that though. It'll have that pattern just like it's the same thing. So I do have one more Kiradashi I'm going to do. So yeah, if you're interested in that, let me know. I will get you fixed up. This one's pretty cool. That Juma looks really good with the carbon fiber. This is Z-Finet. Stainless steel, some MagnaCut equivalent. And I do have some smaller ones, some the miniature Hellraiser available. Got one or two up on the Shopify. Oh yeah, we're going to be at Blade Show, Texas, coming up in about 3 weeks. Yeah. I've done I've done a few karambits with purple Juma, not a whole bunch. It's not a super common material, but it is pretty cool, and it does go well with the snake skin does go well with karambits. So yeah, I got this one up. It's available. I got the toxic green serrated top edge. Badass. Like I said, I'll be doing sheaths for these Monday. Then I got carbon fiber. I think I have the miniature version of this available up on the Shopify. This would be a cool set to have. Thank you, Sean. Have a good one. That one's pretty legit. Anybody have any questions? Most of these first three I'm showing you are sold already, but I do have a few available, and I will have some more. I do have some more of this steel. Well, not this steel, but some similar to it. Badass piece. This guy and this guy are going to the same person. Got these two. I do have a pocket buoy and a pocket Chris in this steel that I'll probably have for y'all Monday. I should have those ready. They're both getting ivory handles. Well, fossilized walrus ivory handle to be specific, not elephant. So it's all ancient stuff that's been pulled out of the permafrost and whatnot. You want carbon fiber on yours, Eric? I would do carbon fiber if I were you. Like, check it out. I got this is a chunk of walrus ivory that was pulled out of the ocean, just like it is. I was like, man, it almost looked like someone used it as an ice axe or something, because it's got like a taper to it almost. It would make a great, if you attach a handle to it, make a great baby seal clubber. Haha, just kidding. Just kidding. They already clubbed all the baby seals, Karen. Nobody's going to be clubbing any baby seals. There aren't any baby seals in Colorado anyway. But yeah, no, I'm going to get a really nice piece of stabilized wood and make a handle for this. I just hadn't decided on what kind of wood yet. Something dark, I think. So that'll make the ivory pop. Yeah. It's a project for down the road. Oh yeah, let me show you this one, because this one is available. Yeah, that one's super badass. It's 4-inch blade, which is plenty of blade for a backup stash type knife. That's a whole lot of blade. Yeah, I really like this one too. I actually really like them all, but such a killer pattern. Dragon skin core, and that is 01 steel and 15N20. Then the jacket is, well, there's a nickel shim, and then the rest of it is nickel and 1084. So it's got good stuff in there. That's all good stuff. The ring looks really cool. I can't quite catch it on the camera, but the ring does look really cool in person. Of course, the cameras never do them justice. Even if they're just like I said earlier, even if it's just like a mono steel blade that's just a badass knife, it's you can never tell how badass it is on camera. This is a really cool little sucker here. It's pretty legit. This one's a Baker Forge copper mine. It's a nickel and copper and 1084 jacket over a 1084 core. And the handle's unidirectional carbon fiber pins. Pretty badass piece. Like I said earlier, I'll be doing Kydex Monday, and everything that I have available is up on the Shopify. No, this isn't heavy. It's just this is just a lot of it is a wide blade. I mean, a fairly wide blade for as short as it is. But no, it's not heavy at all. This one came out pretty legit too. This is off the same billet as that Karambit. It has a fossilized walrus ivory Manuki. Yeah, it's pretty cool, dude. Pretty cool little guy. For sure, definitely a nice little EDC. What's up, Tony? How you doing, buddy? This one is sold, but like I said, I do have another billet. I am going to make another one. So, if you want one, let me know. Yeah, that's actually probably what this one's going to be doing, is opening boxes, opening packages. The dude that got this one, he already got another one from me. I think that was either, I can't remember if it was a San Mai or if it was just like a random Damascus. But he already got one, and that he said he uses for opening boxes, and then he got this one. I guess it's a little fancier one, so it will probably be it'll probably be used for opening boxes, which is cool. They still be used. So yeah, and this one and this one are going to the same spot too. These two are pretty. Yeah. These are pretty nice. Really nice pieces. Yeah, let me show you one at a time. This one's just. That one's a sexy beast. I'll probably next time I cut up a billet, I'll probably make one of these a little bit longer, and I can do like a Turk's head wrap on it. A little bit longer handle, a little bit longer blade. That'd be pretty badass. So yeah, that one's killer. This one's pretty badass. This one's got F22 carbon fiber and Juma. The F22 isn't off a jet, but it was made to specs. It just wasn't used. So that's pretty cool. It's got a really, I don't know if you can see, it's got a really tight pattern to it. And in the sun, it's got like a dark yellow, like the resin's like a darker yellow. Pretty cool. Yeah, Tony, I appreciate that. I was actually saying that a few minutes ago. But thanks, buddy. Big T. I hope you're off the road. I hope you're not watching this driving. I just fucking with you, dude. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, this piece is killer. And then Big T. Here you go. Sucker came out really good. Told you that spine would look like lace inside of the ring. I don't know if you can see that. Inside the ring's all lacy looking. So yeah, really cool stuff. I'll show y'all this one again. This is the Baker Forge copper mine. It's a copper, nickel, and 1084 jacket over a 1084 core. And this particular one has unidirectional carbon fiber pins. It will have a nice Kydex sheath. Badass knife. And I have another billet of the same stuff, so I'll be making another one of these here pretty soon. Probably not before Blade. I got Blade Show Texas coming up in 3 weeks, and I'm kind of stacked up. Like, I got enough work to last me to Blade Show. So after Blade Show, I'll probably be starting some new stuff. Oh, and just so you all know, if you see something on my store that you want but you can't get it, like here in the next few weeks, if you see something you want but you can't get it, like before Blade Show, let me know, and we can work something. I'll hang on to it because chances are after Blade Show, my inventory will be going to a knife shop in Texas, and they will be selling it, and I will be working on filling up my store again. Mayor, what's up, buddy? How you doing? You know what? I got some stuff you like, Mayor. I'm glad you joined us before I checked out of here. Check this one out. I know you'd like this one. Yeah, Emerson, Fox, Caramba. As far as I know, that's a folder, right? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess folders have their place. Some people like them. Some people really like them. Some people pay thousands and thousands of dollars for folders. Let's see. This one's pretty cool too, dude. This one got a lot of attention on the old Facebook. Oh, pretty badass. I was just saying, man, I want to do another one of these. Next time I get a break up one of these billets, I'll probably make one of these longer. I'll throw a Turk's head wrap on it right here, a little bit longer handle, but it'll be like the same type of thing, a triple edged Tonto, and I'll throw a hollow grind in the handle so you can see that core steel there. Thank you. Thank you, Mayor. I figured you'd like this one. I'll definitely be doing, like I said, I definitely will be doing another one of these. In fact, I'll probably put in an order for another billet this weekend. I'll be like, yo, Adam, look what I did. Give me some more steel. This one's really killer, too. This one got a lot of blade. This is a 4-inch double-edged blade, which is fucking plenty of blade for a stash knife. The camo carbon handle on this kind of looks, I know it's hard to see. It looks like a kind of a random pattern unidirectional carbon fiber. The ring's hard to see, but it looks really cool in person. It's a really killer piece. And then I have a little pocket reaper. This one's cool. Gold snake skin carbon fiber and unidirectional carbon fiber pins, carbon fiber liners. It'll have a cool little pocket sheath. Thanks, dude. Thanks, Mayor. Appreciate that. Yo, I'm gonna be taking a day or two out this next week, busting out those D-guard buoys. So I'm right about to cut up your handle material. Cut that sucker. Let me see how I'm looking at it. I think it's like this from here. Bam! Cut it all the way down in half. I'll put on a nice fresh bandsaw blade so it'll be like butter. Well, that'll be fun. It's got a little pith to it, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix up some special stuff, some epoxy basically with some additives and fill that up. And then when I come back and when I put it on the knife and we finish it out, it'll look nice. So there won't be any there won't be any gap or anything. It should be really close anyway. But I'm going to do that just in case. That way it makes it like a solid chunk instead of like a hollow pith through there. But now it's a really been like really looking forward to cutting this up and putting it on that knife. Super stoked because this is like the first blue chunk that I get to do. I've done the amber and I've done sandbar, I've done the red, I've done obviously whitetail, I've done the axis. But I haven't done any blue. I think this blue, I think it's whitetail. Yeah, it's got a nice thick wall, but it's got the pith, so I'm pretty sure that's whitetail. Yeah, it's gonna be badass. This is something Mayor will be proud of. And these D-guard buoys, I'll show you what they are. I have the ones I'm working on in the other shop in the grinding room. And the other one I'm doing, I'm gonna enter in Blade Show in the best of the rest. Their little knife competition. So they got fixed blade, folder, buoy fighter. I think they got a chef, and then they've got like a best of the rest. I might be missing a category or two. But yeah, that's one. I think that this guy will have the best chance in that category. It's gonna be pretty cool because these are gonna be so you have your blue on the Mayors. You have your blue stag. These will be sharp. I got the Fuller's ground already. and I'm gonna start doing the grinds probably tonight. Yeah, these are beastly. I did a smaller version of this a while back last fall. Those were pretty cool. Last summer, I think. So he's gonna be badass. Anyway, that's about what I got for y'all. Anybody got any questions? Oh, I will have a couple lower end pieces. Like I'll have probably two of these available. The old school Death Adder. I'll have a couple of these available here real soon. Probably by the middle of March. I'll have these. I'll have some the budget backup blades of the little daggers. If you don't know what those are, I don't have them. They're in the other shop because I'm about to grind them. Feel free to check out if you see any of my stuff in any of the titles that say budget backup blades. That's what I'm talking about. They're just little. They're like these, but shit. Where the hell are they? They'd be like these, but they're daggers, and they'll be finished. They'll have wrapped handles and sheaths. Anyway, and we'll have a couple of the Sidewinder. I have a couple of these available. So, yep, all that cool stuff coming up in the next few weeks. Oh, y'all want to see something crazy that I'm going to start? That's why I'm trying to get these two D-guard buoys that I'm working on. Because my grinding space in my shop is pretty small. My workbench here, it accommodates small knives like these. And, I can do, these take up a lot of room. But these take up a hell of a lot of room, right? So I'm trying to get the D-guards, those two D-guards done. So I got room to work on these two. This is a custom order, already sold. These are a 1/4 inch thick Nitro V stainless steel. And yeah, these are going to be pretty badass. Yeah, I originally when I took on the order and drew up the whatever the proof, the drawing for these, I did not draw into fullers. I hadn't planned at that point to do fullers, but I may do fullers on these. They'll just lighten them up, make them balanced better. Either that or I think I'll have to come off more on the grinding edge here. Make them like full, sharpen it here, have an edge here, but bring it all the way down to here or something. Either that or fullers. How do I keep the edge of the blank square? Okay, well, what I do before I heat treat them is, okay, the first thing I do is when I get the blanks and I go to start to work on them, is it like this one, I'll drill it out for the pinholes and for to lighten it up. I'll throw some extra holes up here to lighten it up and give the epoxy some place to go. Right. Then after that, I'm making sure that everything's flat to begin with. So sometimes these things can come from the water jet with the warp in them, and that's just the way it is. Some of them come flat, some of them come warped. So you gotta you can straight edge really helps. But yeah, just make sure they're straight. If it's not, you can just hammer and anvil will flatten it out, and then you heat treat it. And then when I heat treat it, I have a aluminum plates, and I lock them in a vise and clamp them down. These are so large that my aluminum plates aren't going to cover the whole thing. So chances are the very ends, what's not covered by the plates, are going to be have a slight warp to it. And what I'm going to do about that is when I take them out of the quench, the plate quench, I will put them in next to before they go into the cryo. I'll clamp them up, and with the other one, I'll clamp these two together, and I'll have like a bar of steel on each side, and I'll clamp them down and make sure everything's nice and straight. And so that clamp, those plates and clamps will pull any warps over to true. Then I'll drop it in the ice, in the dry ice, and then I'll run the temper, and then I'll pull it from the clamps, and everything should be nice and straight in theory. If it isn't, anything that's not in true will be caught and flattened out in surface grinding. So yeah. And that's for stainless steel. That's strictly for stainless steel. High carbon steel, you can straighten it out shit pretty easy, like on the vise or on the anvil or the vise. High carbon's pretty easy. Even afterwards, after it's done, you can run an extra temper or two, and these usually tend to straighten out. High carbon steel's not as tough to grind as stainless either. So this is a 1/4 inch thick Nitro V. After it's heat treated, it's going to be not going to be the easiest thing to grind out. Anyway, that's about what I got for y'all today. Unless anybody has any questions, I guess I'm going to go ahead and cut on out of here. I'll be back Monday. I'll have more cool stuff. Really cool stuff. I got these. This one will be heading out. We're doing sheaths Monday, and in between now and Monday, I'll be working probably in the evenings. And like I said, knocking out them broken feathers and D-guard buoys. What are the prices on my blades? Depends on the blades. Nothing I showed you today. Nothing I showed you today is below $250. So $251 and up. Which one? This one? Yeah, this one's sold already. You want something like this, you have to get with me email, and I'll see what kind of billet we can get for you, and I can give you a price then. But yeah, I can make another one of these, no problem. The steel will be a little bit different because this is handmade steel. I'll have to see what billets are available, like I said, but I can totally do another one. No problemo. Y'all can email me, angelfireknives@gmail.com. There's a link in my bio here. You can catch me through my Shopify store too. Thanks, Big T. Well, I hope y'all have a great rest of your weekend. I'm going to cut on out of here. Y'all be cool. Hope y'all stay safe. And yeah, I'll holler at you Monday afternoon.